So we got some pretty cool updates for you guys, including a new red battlefield, craftable loyalty store items, and virtually every class in the game getting a buff, including the tamer. Really quick, if I may, I could really use your help. This week I was fortunate enough to cross the 4,000 watch time hour threshold to become partnered with YouTube, but I'm severely lacking in the subscriber count. So today I really hope that I could earn your subscription. If so, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below as well as the bell notification icon right next to it. It tremendously helps the channel out a lot. But if you don't like coffee and there's something else you would like me to try, let me know down in the comment section below what that is, and let's go over these updates together. Cheers to you guys. So I wanted to start out this episode, first of all, covering some of the items that you no longer have to spend loyalty points for, although you can if you want to, because there are certain limitations. For example, you could only get one per day or one per week, depending on the item. For example, if you talk to Ruben over here in Calpheon, he'll give you a daily, which is called How the Heralds Gather Information, and this will reward you with an actual megaphone that you see here. And if you do not want to spend 2,800 loyalty points for Patriargo's apparel bag, you could talk to the Crow Merchants Guild NPC named Morco, and he's actually right here in Velia next to the trade manager as well as the stable keeper. And if you talk to him, you could get a weekly quest here. Again, applying, you could actually get these bags once per week. Basically, this weekly has you hand over various hides to him to complete it, so definitely expect some of these items to go up in price perhaps. There's another item here called Wind's Blessing, which is an item that allows you to resurrect your defeated mount, and you could obtain this once per week as well through a weekly quest, but unfortunately I don't have any characters in Aquila's or Akela's Eye, however you pronounce it, because I still don't know till this day, but
I don't know what that means.
if you do a lot of bartering, this is something that I assume you'd probably be able to do just along your way. And really quick, there is an item where it actually resets the death count of your mount, including ships, I believe. And for that, you have to talk to the stable keeper here called Venasil, or as you could clearly tell, I'm not very good with names, but make sure it's the stable keeper closest to the entrance from Velia, not the other one to the south. And if you talk to them, as you can see here, it'll give you a weekly, a special healthy meal for horses. And if you want to go ahead and get that, you'll get this item here called Rich Nutritious Carrot Meal. Alright everyone, so let's go ahead and take it from the top, and as always, we'll go through the event and systems first. And the first events that we got so far has to do with the new region of the Red Battlefield. And really quick, we'll kind of go skip ahead a little bit under content, and it says that they added Garmoth's Nest, a new region to the Red Battlefield, and in it, Garmoth will randomly attack adventurers by breathing fire both land and while flying overhead. And this is pretty interesting. This kind of reminds me of the Battle Royale mode that so many games have these days, but it does go on to say that 5 minutes after the Red Battlefield begins, pots will appear all over the region, which you can break to obtain items that will grant you powerful buffs. Neat little addition to the whole PvP scene. I don't PvP a whole lot myself, but this definitely looks pretty interesting. And again, clicking on that link will bring you to another page where it says Conquer the Red Battlefield. And the first event is called Win-Win, where you actually get more red seals for both winning and losing, but you obviously get more for winning. And this time around for winning, you actually get 7, 2 more. But if you lose, you actually get 2, which is actually 1 more. So, hey, you know, it's better than nothing. They've also added a new quest that you can complete once per family or account, where it rewards you 50 ancient spirit dust if you turn in 5 red seals. Again, this isn't a daily or a weekly, just something that you could do once. And for all the life skillers out there, the biggest event that we got so far this week is the Mount Experience Boost. And just really quick, if you didn't know already, they are going to release tier 10 mounts, if they haven't done so already, but I'm pretty sure they haven't done that. Maybe Korea has it, but we don't. And as you could clearly tell, I don't do a whole lot of horse breeding. But for the first event, we do get a Mount XP experience bonus of 50%. And the other event involves you getting additional rewards for turning in your horse to the Imperial Horse Delivery, where a tier 8 horse will net you an additional 6 to 8 breezy conch seaweed, and as well as 6 to 8 pure forest of breaths. The next item on the list is for all the hunters out there. This involves you hunting for mischievous raccoons with your matchlock. So obviously, not only do you have a chance of getting raccoon hide, blood, and meat, you also get a chance of getting spirit pouch of the ferocious beast as well. And for the last sub-event we got here involves you going out and defeating one of 4 world bosses, and that includes Zarka, Nova, Kudum, and Karanda. And when defeated, you have a chance of obtaining this event item called the Shining Ring. And when you do obtain that event ring, go ahead and talk to Marcella here in Velia. As you can see, she's right next to the trade manager as well as the stable keeper, if you're curious. And she'll give you belongings of an adventurer, which is basically an RNG box, and a chance of getting a Tet Ogre ring, but you'll never get it. Trust me, you won't get it.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So scrolling down again, as I said earlier, the content that we got, one of the biggest one was the new addition to the Red Battlefield. And what's really interesting about this new addition to the Red Battlefield is that they've also included a new daily where the reward is an item called Tears of War. And what this allows you to do is craft through simple alchemy something called Elian's Tears, and this is an item that you use to res on the spot after being defeated. So you also have to have 100 mystical spirit powders as well to get these tears, but at the end of the day, I think it's pretty cool just because you don't have to constantly spend your loyalty points and pearls in order to get these items. And really quick, I think it's worth noting that there is an additional knowledge that's relatively easy to get if you talk to this NPC here named Vithinos Belusi. Well, anyways, like I said, it's like I'm pronouncing names. When you go over to conversation, she does have a knowledge called regarding Alien's Tier for just under 300 points. And the patch notes does continue on to say that they added a new quest to obtain a crystal extraction tool and relevant crafting knowledge from the blacksmith in Heidel. But remember, this is the one in Heidel, not the one in Velia, not the Thunderfoe guy, and that you have to be level 50 and higher in order to do this one. It'd be this blacksmith here. And again, just remember, this NPC actually goes to sleep, has a cycle, if you will, during the night, so definitely plan accordingly. A pretty small change here, or rather an addition to somebody who travels a lot. This can be pretty significant, and it goes on to say that Shitaku's marketplace director and expansion of residences were introduced as a result to the player feedback provided by adventurers. And if you head on over to Shikado, you'll definitely see the central marketplace NPC right here, and he's kind of directly across from the work supervisor at the far end over there in the corner. So finally, we will get to the class changes itself. Guys, there is too many to list right now, but I could pretty much sum up everything with just two phrases. One, quality of life, and the second, animation speed. So as you can see here, I could keep scrolling, you know, and there's just so much information, so many changes, and it would just take me hours to go through each individual class, and that doesn't sound very fun either. But just do know that, as far as I can tell, virtually every class has been affected. Take Guardian Succession as an example. Not only are her skill animations a lot more faster, but so are her combo animations as well, allowing you to link them together at a rapid pace and making her claw reveal, as a friend of mine puts it, stupid fast. Another class you actually might be curious about is the Dark Knight, as well as her animation being very fast and very speedy. And again, to sound like a broken record player, the quality of life, especially for the Dark Knight, has improved drastically because of these speed changes, as you could actually link your ranged skills such that it allows you to get into super armor a lot more faster and a lot more efficiently. The Hashashin's Awakening tree has also received a lot of buffs, if you're curious. And a quick shout out to the Dandelion Guild for helping me put together this part of the episode. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Raven and Nate. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate your help. And Zodiac, I really do appreciate you being the comic relief, even though you didn't tell any jokes. And really quick, Zappy, Flame still sucks. And that concludes today's episode. I really hope that I've earned your subscription today. If so, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell notification icon right next to it. As I said before, I'm really doing my best to try to get partnered with YouTube. I still need just over 600 subscribers to get to that goal, so any help is definitely appreciated. But anyways, everyone, I will finally let you guys go. I hope you guys have fun in Black Desert Online, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers again, everyone.